Okay, hello. This is the first separate video for petty crime. I'm going to start with one from Australia. It's been sent in by Stella A, and it's about one of her favourite pets, Freckles. Freckles' mum liked to feud several bad boys, so each pup came out with different characteristics, shall we say. She had the markings of a cattle dog and a smaller dog. Freckles was a fantastic dog. She would defend everyone within the family, no matter the size of the attackers. She once saw off a huge Doberman. She also enjoyed chasing cats. She leapt through the window screen to chase a next-door neighbour's cat early one morning. One time she escaped her lead and came back with a full-size chicken. She was also once so energetic, she ran out the back door, slid on the tiles, smashed in the fence and still kept going. She was Stella A's best friend throughout her childhood. Stella says she couldn't have wished for a more loyal bestie. She'll never forget her. Rest in peace, Lady Freckles. Okay, it's time for Mima now. You may have seen her comment as a Mima. Tends to be very early for launch days. So her petty criminals are as follows. First up, we have Sweetie Pie. She's a 13-year-old kitty who was rescued literally an hour before she was about to be sent to the farm. A great rescue there. She's captain of the border patrol and gently brings mice to be deported to the woods at the end of the property. Next we have Ollie Cat. Ollie is a 2-year-old reformed sock and underwear thief who assists Sweetie in the border patrol. He is currently learning how to be gentle with the mice. And then we have Tinker, the grey and white kitty, who at 17 is retired from patrol, but helps with training Ollie and keeping him in line. The dogs in the household are called Jimmy and Belle. Jimmy's an 8-year-old Belgian shepherd who likes assisting the mice in their escapades. And Belle is a 17-year-old Sheltie who is sadly senile and pretty oblivious to it all, but was an excellent chaser in her day. Well, you're definitely kept busy there, Mima. Thanks for the photos. Okay, we have Donna, originally born in Atlantic City but lives in Vegas. She has a precious dove that lives with her. So Donna's sent in her precious dove from above. If you're English, you might get that one. His real name is Coco, but she's called him Booga. B-O-O-G-A. In brackets she's put like good. Close brackets. He believes that's his name. He's not caged. And Donna's laid out the apartment exclusively for his comfort and pleasure. So cool. He's got his own long table in front of the big window in the living room, and that holds his many different seeds and mirrors. He's got a big parrot cage that he loves to go into for an hour or so a couple of times a day. Even the kitchen is set up for him. The stove is covered and not in use. He's got cutting boards with chopped broccoli and carrots for him, blueberries and also almonds. Donna even had a ceiling fan installed but with no electric running to it, and that's his place where he roosts and sleeps. We may have identified the sock thief though. When Donna's at the computer, he often lands on her head for some special cuddles. So she's had him from 4 weeks old and he's now 15 years old. Donna's also sent us a video because he doesn't coo like a normal dove. Thanks Donna for sharing Booger with us. No wisecracks about boogers, please. K. Terry Tolkien has sent in a picture of his recently departed big blue bear with the broken tail cat. He was rather well behaved, so Terry says, but he did have some minor disagreements with a handful of the neighbours, but that was mainly over parking spaces on the street. He would only allow his favourite vehicles with the warmest engines to park in the spot directly in front of their apartment. Cheers, Terry. Next we go to the beautiful Suffolk countryside. Miss JK has sent in Laser, who's nearly 5 years old. He tends to bring home all sorts. If he was a human, he would be on death row. Laser only eats the best. If he doesn't get the best offered to him, he won't eat it. He's a bit of a diva. Miss JK tells me the teddy was placed there for a cute picture and Laser would be horrified if he knew that. Thanks for sending that in. Okay, Linda Chickley has sent in her demon kitten, Pazuzu. She was rescued from indifferent owners a year ago, but at the time she was unnamed and simply called Kitten. Once Linda adopted her, she then realised she was a bit of a demon. She's completely shredded several curtains. She's gleefully eaten a houseplant and also terrorised the other cats. Having her spayed didn't slow her down. She's definitely a lot to handle there. Thanks for sharing Pazuzu with us, Linda. Delvonte has sent in a picture of Eevee. It's actually spelt as in the Pokemon game, E-E-V-E-E. She's a 2-year-old Jack Russell Chihuahua Wiener Dog mix. She lives in Minnesota in the US. She enjoys the outdoors, long walks and chasing squirrels. She's not a fan of water, especially at bath time. She sleeps like a cat, maybe because she grew up with one. She loves summer and hates the winter, and from what Devonte tells me, that's the worst state to be in. Also, she hates this dress. Okay, Orlando Jax has sent in Tabo Cat. Tabocat. He's an old man cat. Doesn't like visitors. He doesn't like people in his space. He does enjoy going out in the back garden though, and doing very suspicious cat activities. Part of that involves chasing the quail family that lives back there. He has hobbies, which is good to know. He likes watching The Crown and My 600-Pound Life. When Orlando has to travel for work, he spends his time at Orlando's family home in the country, who then likes to look down on the rural cats. If you're wondering their names, William, Harry and Patches. Orlando's mother then feeds Tabo Cat with bacon and grilled salmon. Ecodarius has sent in her pet. She's a 2-year-old common female pleco. Her name is Whiskers, and she loves hiding and spending all her time in her artificial log. She knows who feeds her, but loves to hide from Ecodarius, who describes Whiskers as a true blessing. Thanks for sending that in. Fantastic. Shoal Bear has sent in Lil Bit. She's a bit worn out after a week that involved being left alone for a few hours and then getting a bath and a pedicure. I saw what you did there, Shoal Bear. Lovely. Then finished off with a monthly flea treatment. She's earned her rest. Have a nice little sleep, Lil Bit. Okay, and this will be the last one this week. Been sent in by the Crime Reel. He sounds like a good bloke. I had to go and help a relative out recently. They live over near Ascot, which you may have heard from horse racing, and near Thorpe Park, fairly near there. And when I parked up, I heard these wonderful noises that I just didn't recognise because we get used to all our usual bird noises. But when I looked up in the tree, there was 2 parakeets sitting there. Not a common bird for England, but if you actually go to London now, you'll see quite a few of them. They've really settled in here, and it's lovely. Then I could hear some chirping just a little bit away, and I looked up, and there was 2 crows chasing a peregrine falcon. I think it is a falcon, but if you're one of these bird experts and tell me it's a budgerigar, I'll probably believe you. It was beautiful. Okay, so that's our first petty crime video. If you're ever keen to send in pictures of your own pets or animals, trust me, I am getting lots of photos of different animals and it's really interesting. Just email me at thecrimereel@gmail.com. It's also written on the About section of the page if ever you can't find it. Let me know what you thought of this one, because I haven't edited the next one yet and I can work out if any changes are needed. Thanks for listening to The Petty Crime. Stay safe. Goodbye. Psst. I was on the phone the other day. It was outside and I could hear something rustling around near my feet. I put the torchlight on. It's a hedgehog right next to me. If you can think of a name for the hedgehog, I will name him whatever the best suggestion is. Goodbye.